Hi, I'm Dylan Gaston with WeBeam TV, and we are back at the Tampa Home Show. Thank you so much for being with us. The show is slowly starting to wrap up, so get down here if you haven't already. We have some great vendors, as I've been interviewing all afternoon, and I have another one with me right now. Michael from Alpha Credit Recovery. Yes, Alpha Credit Recovery. So if your credit report has some things on it that might not be the best light, you can recover from that, being in the mortgage business. So first of all, I'm sorry, welcome, Michael. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So, being in the mortgage world for my entire life, like I tell people 100 years, I look good for 100, don't I?
You look great.
So people, there's huge misconceptions out there about how their credit score affects them, and obviously hugely in buying a house, and some of the things they can do to fix their credit, and some of the myths about it. So tell us a little bit about what some of the biggest problems and issues that people come to you with, and how you're able to fix those things.
Sure. First biggest myth that actually comes to my mind is Credit Karma. A lot of people don't realize what Credit Karma essentially is, and it's a networking, it's a marketing business. It's a genius business, but it's not a credit reporting company. So the scores that people see on their Credit Karma, and there's only 2 credit bureaus showing on there, not 3, and you need all 3. It's Vantage score. So it's a different algorithm, different system that calculates your credit score. And when it comes to mortgages, they use FICO. Everybody heard of FICO, and 2, 4, and 5, and that's the scoring used for mortgages, and it differs the way the algorithm is calculated. So, my Credit Karma is 100 points lower than what my FICO is.
See, and that could make a big difference in buying a house.
The people, I get clients that believe that they are ready to purchase a home or refinance their home based on what they see on Credit Karma, and then they get a reality check.
Right, when they come to the mortgage
Correct.
person, and I always tell them that as well. I say, Credit Karma, all it is it's a snapshot. It's a consumer snapshot, and that's it.
It's a good free guide.
It gives us an idea. That's
Correct.
it at its best. Okay, so how long does it take? So if somebody has some glitches and things like that, and I'm sure it depends on what kind of glitch it is.
Correct.
Is it different for I had a bankruptcy or a foreclosure, back in 2010 or something, versus if they had a late payment on student loans, for example?
So my process takes on average 6 to 9 months with a client. It can be as fast as 1 month. There's a lot of variables involved, and my longest client took up to a year. I don't drag out the process. My clients only pay for results, so obviously I want to get the deletions off as fast as possible. But even more important than the deletions is the educational piece that a lot of clients are missing. So that's where I tune in, and I get to know all of my clients' life stories, and I get to help them with their finances. So it's not just credit repair. I want to make sure that they're set up for the future.
Right.
And know
they
what
understand,
to do. That
right.
They fully understand.
And you and I were talking about that. It's amazing how many people don't know.
Correct.
Don't know how to handle credit. They don't understand how it works. I was just saying that somebody thinks that if they had something bad, a charge off or a collection or something, if they pay it tomorrow, then their credit score is going to jump 100 points.
I just had right here at the home show, I had a person came up to me and said, well, I just paid everything off, so I'm ready. You are not ready. I wish I would have spoken to you a few weeks ago before you did pay it off. And I never tell my clients not to pay their debts. That's an ethical and moral question they have to answer themselves. And I educate them. Florida, for example, the statute of limitations 5 years. So I make sure my clients know that there's a possibility they might get sued if they don't pay that debt. The likelihood might be a lot less if it's a couple $100.
Right.
And I just get to see that throughout the experience of working with my clients.
The other myth that I find is that people don't understand. So if they are, the things that go into a credit score, I was very, very surprised that people don't realize that their income is not taken into consideration.
Correct. Credit score is not biased. It doesn't matter how old you are, what color of your skin, where you work, what family you came from.
Right.
All it is, it's a snapshot of of your responsibility, and it's pretty straightforward. Pay your bills on time.
Right, I was going to say, so let's talk about some of the main things just to try and, keep a good credit score. I would imagine pay your bills on time is number one.
Pay your bills on time. Don't overextend yourself.
That's a biggie. People,
That's the biggest.
You have a credit limit of $1,000, even if your balance is $1,002, that's going to kill your score.
Correct. So
people don't realize that.
the FICO score ranges from 300 to 850, so we have 550 points to play with. And utilization, what we're speaking about right now, that's worth 30% of your credit score, so 165 points. You can have an absolutely flawless credit score, 850, max out your credit cards, and you're under 700, and you're at that point you're not an excellent rating.
And so it's not just late payments. People think that that it's just late payments. Absolutely not. There's a lot of other things that go into it. What are the other things that go into it?
With that also, the algorithm, the FICO algorithm, wants to see you how you handle different types of debts. So they want to see at least 2 to 3 revolving accounts, which would be your credit cards, and 1 to 2 installment accounts, a mortgage, an auto loan, a personal loan. Next thing that's quite important is your average age of account. So you don't want to close your accounts down. I have clients that have had a card for 5-10 years, and right before they came to work with me, they closed a credit card that had perfect standing because they're not using it. At the same time, I advise my clients, don't go shopping in the mall just because somebody offered you 10% off your initial purchase today, if you're never going to use that card. Even if you don't cancel it and it's a one-time purchase, at some point that credit card is going to shut that account down, and it's going to affect you twice. You're going to get hit twice. One, you're going to lose your available limit. It's going to shrink. Mm-hmm. And 2, it's your average age of accounts is going to shrink. So pay your bills on time. Don't overextend yourself. Keep your accounts open for as long as possible. And then
don't let a whole bunch of people pull your credit.
Correct. That's pretty much credit. It sounds a lot easier than
I know
people make it to be.
It sounds so simple, but there's a lot more that goes into it. There's a lot more in the background. If you want more information on that, I'm sure Michael would be more than happy to talk to you about
it. The more people I help,
that's right. We can help them buy houses. We can help them buy cars, have better. And credit scoring affects everything these days. It affects your insurance on your house, on your cars. Employers are pulling credit scores. So the better your credit score, the better opportunities for you in life for better interest rates and better everything. So it is important. It's here to stay. It's not going away.
Not at all.
So if you guys want to reach out to Michael, it is Alpha Credit Recovery. His website, I'm sure, is running down at the bottom of the screen here. Thank you, Michael,
Beautiful.
for being
Thank
with
you.
us.
I
We appreciate it.
you.
All right.
Thank you.